And then it's here. My beautiful ladies and gentlemen. First of all, we would like to say thank you and hello to my beautiful ladies. We actually just had a dance. And ladies, if you could see here, you would have seen all my goosebumps because all of you are an inspiration for me. Thank you for your time. Where is my glasses? Ladies, did you bring glasses? I love your glasses, Dada. Oh, wow, Belinda. Oh, I love it. Ladies, I'm truly sorry. We had a feedback. Did you hear that? Wow, amazing. So, my beautiful ladies, I just want to say thank you for being here. And then I want to say thank you to all the new and at the moment all the current diamond beauties. And then for the new people on a new gentleman on the Tanzanite Heroes, thank you for joining our amazing community. And then for all the viewers out there on E360 platform, welcome everyone to an amazing summit. It's called Service with Love. I cannot wait to introduce my beautiful ladies. I am so proud and I am so happy to say you are all mine, just mine. But I know I cannot do it, but I am so proud and I love you all so much. So I am going to go on the screen how my screen is looking. So Anda, you will go first, and then Velida, Krista, Dar, Herma, Cindy, Dana, Patricia, and Sunay. So, my beautiful ladies, I'm going to all ask you to mute yourself. And then when it's your turn, just unmute yourself. And then I would love you to tell us, to introduce yourself, tell us where you're from, and tell us what service with love means for you. All over to you, Anda.
Thank you so much, Sanet and Sanet. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here for this opportunity. Well, I'm a future life designer and I help people finding purpose in their grief to gratitude journey. My name is Anda Grobbelaar and I'm from Cape Town, South Africa. I am an international speaker and a published author of 3 books. I run a platform internationally in India, Australia, South Africa, Nigeria, and Saudi Arabia, where we practice certain modalities and we help people to strengthen their mental resilience. We also help them to improve their relationships and ultimately their lives. But I have this one thing in life, and I am the founder of Angel Parties for Children with Cancer in South Africa, and it brings me great joy to do that. I also support 2 charities in India, so that makes me a philanthropist. I work full time as an HR consultant. And what does service with love means to me? Well, let me ask you this. Who of you have experienced loss in the form of a loved one, a job, a relationship, a house pet, anybody? If you have gone through that, you understand the pain associated with that loss. And it is my purpose in life to help people to understand the grief process so that they don't become stuck in their lives. Vishen Lakhiani said, "Your life is not about you. Your life is about how you touch the lives of other people. And when you make your life about other people, you will never wake up anxious, worried, or stressed." Okay. So on the 1st of August 2001, my second baby daughter, Bibi, or Anelda Groblaar, was stillborn at 9 months. And this just Going through our journey as a family made me realize that it is my job to educate people about the grief to gratitude process so that I can help to heal them. And today, 18 years later, after Bibi's sixth birthday, we are still having angel parties. We are still helping people come to terms with what it is that they are going through in terms of cancer with children or having experienced a loss themselves. Because you see, grief is universal and nobody grieves in the same manner. Um, my mother lives life on autopilot because she has never worked through her grief after my father passed away. And that is why this journey for me is so important to help move forward. Not everybody understands the grief process. Okay. There are steps in the grief process, and sometimes you go 2 steps, you go 5 steps back. But imagine if you had a family of 4 family members, everybody grieving in their own separate way, not understanding how the other person is grieving, making irrational decisions when you have this really rational, clear thinking individual. Imagine how traumatic that could be and the disastrous effects that that misunderstanding in communication can have on your family life. How many people, how many couples have actually got divorced because one of the parents could not process their grief after losing a child? How many people have gone off the rails, started drinking, went into drugs, all sorts of different things because they could not process the loss of something significant in their lives? As a helper, I believe God wants me to do this job. Okay, so I want people to become comfortable with their grief. And I want people to know that it is okay to speak about your dead person. I have a friend called Breda, and her husband passed away 25 months ago. She still posts his pictures on Facebook. She still posts their memories. She still celebrates him. She still talks about him. How wonderful is that? You know why? Because society thinks that when that initial phase of the week between the death and the funeral and the week after the funeral, your life needs to return to normal. But it doesn't. And people then tend to bury their grief. So, what we've done in terms of creating our angel party is that Lanae, my eldest daughter, came home one day and said, I know what we can do for Bibi's birthday. We can have an angel party and all the gifts that our friends' kids would have given to her, we can give to the kids with cancer. And today, 18 years later, we are still doing that. We are still celebrating Bibi every single year with this angel party because memories do not go away. Memories stay with us. And even if we a 600-year-old hologram, we will still have our memories. And I want people to live. I want people to have their worlds keep turning. I don't want their grief to become the center of the universe and the center of their lives. Nobody can really explain to you what grief feels like because everybody experiences it differently. I remember when Bibi was stillborn, for me, it felt as if I was being ripped apart piece by piece every single day whilst I was alive. So grief is something that you get when you get it. Okay. When you fall in love, you get it. When you have a baby, you get it. And the same applies to grief. Nobody can tell you how to grieve. Nobody can tell you how you need to feel or how you need to behave. You will only know when it is your turn to go through that process. But you need to understand that going through grief, you are now diagnosed for the rest of your life with this chronic, uncurable hole in your heart that nobody can fill. So There is also no one size fits all remedy to grief. That is why it is important that people go through their grief and experience the pain, acknowledging the emotions and working through that. Imagine if you did not have a purpose in your life. You would be like a boat aimlessly drifting around on the sea. So, what we do with Bibi's angel parties every year, there's a hospital in Cape Town called Tygerberg, and they have got a unit called CHOC. So, we support CHOC every year with what it is that they have on their wish list. But in Fire to Wire, with our rituals and our modalities that we practice, we set priorities for our days, we gain clarity, we know what to do, we know how to go about achieving our goals. And when we have purpose in our lives, we have meaning in our lives, and things start to happen. And for me, this is such an amazing experience because I lovingly refer to this as my love affair with the universe because I write down what I want and then I surrender into the universe and I conspire with the universe to give me what I want. But my message today to everybody looking at the program, watching, is that grief can immobilize you or grief can make you grow. The choice is yours at the end of the day. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, my beautiful Ando. Thank you so much. I really want, when I read your story for the first time, you have touched my heart. And you are part of Soul of a Diamond. So a lot of things happen out of meeting you, feeling and expressing your beautifulness. And, you were amazing. So thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your beautiful story and telling us why service with love is so important for you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Belado?
Hey, everybody. I am your girl, Vivacious Valada Morris. Hey, I'm all the way from South Carolina, Hartsville, South Carolina, currently residing in Columbia. Just super excited about life, super excited to be here. The things that I do, I am a single mom with three children. I have three beautiful grandchildren, three beautiful granddaughters, by the way. And so just super excited about everything, just to be alive today and just to be in this space at this moment to be able to share with you all as well. And so a little bit more about me. I am a Pink Cadillac sales director in Mary Kay Cosmetics. And I also own two other successful businesses, and that's my insurance business. So I show people how to get properly covered, making sure that they have the right type of life insurance. I fell in love with that culture, and that's the job that actually retired, or the business that actually allowed me to leave my 17-year job as an educator for Darlington County School District. And so, and I also am a travel advisor. I own my own travel agency. So I show people how to look good, feel good, and get away and just enjoy life. And I do believe in working this business and working, living my life with the philosophies of putting God first, family second, and career third. And so that's where we are. And so one of the things that I love about my Mary Kay business and everything that I do is we're always giving back to others. We do have a lot of people that have been touched by cancer. And so our organization, we give back to people that had cancer, and we donated so many care packages for that, and also for Feed the Hungry. And so people that are homeless, that do not have food, I found myself in that place at one time, not having shelter for a little while. And I'm telling you, it's just so humbling to be able to give back to the community, once you was in that space before. But I'm so super excited just to be on this platform, just to talk about what service with love is all about, because that's what we're doing today. We're serving with love. And so sometimes serving with love is, guess what? Denying ourselves and making sure that we're standing in the gap just to help somebody else. And so I love doing that. And so having people that are attached to you, that we can give back to them, and not thinking about ourselves, but thinking about who are we really out here helping. And so we get to pray for each other. And so I've been able to meet these amazing women, and we come together, we pray together. Ephesians 6 and 18 talk about praying together. And so I'm super excited about that. We share with each other the things that we have need of, that we all have a piece of something that we can offer to each other. And I love that about us. We give encouragement to each other. That's what Thessalonians in the Bible tell us, to make sure that we encourage each other and lift each other up, and make sure that we're pouring into the light, so that others' light can shine bright around us. We work with intention and joy, y'all. Yes, put them on, put them on. And we also, the words love and serve, they comes together. You cannot have one without the other, because how can we love and not serve? And how can we serve and not love? And so just want to tell you on today that love is patient, love is kind, love does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, and it is not easily angered. And so I want to let you know on today that I love you all, and we are here to serve together. Okay? Thank you so much.
Wow. Wow, I have goosebumps. I have goosebumps. Ladies, come. We didn't put for Anda, we didn't put our glasses on for a hand clap. So Anda, this is for you, and Belida, this is for you. So yes, my beautiful Crystal, we're gonna put on, put off, put on, put off. We just there you are, my beautiful dog. Now we can take it off. The next time I will gonna take a picture. So when after Crystal, then we will be taking a picture quickly. So my beauty, thank you, my beautiful Valida. You are amazing. When I had a coffee chat, we chat way longer than we should, and we are communicating constantly. So, you're also my beauty expert, ladies beauty expert on the group. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. My beautiful Krista, if I can go over to you.
Thank you so much. And yes, being part of this community has really changed my life. So I fulfilled my dream of becoming Amazon #1 best-selling author of the book Skip the Pain, Experience the Pleasure. And I inspire people to cut the crap that's holding you back so you can live the life you love. So I give people the formula of how I overcame some of my tragedies. Like I survived a head-on collision. I held my husband as he passed away in my arms. I'm now battling a chronic illness, but I leave you feeling lighthearted, and I empower you to keep going. So it's not depressing. My speeches are very uplifting, and you will feel so inspired. I'm also a certified coach practitioner and an international speaker. I blend my gift of intuition, and I also have a background in nutrition. I give clarity and direction to people in all areas of their lives. So, what I want to say is come along with this journey with me, because let's be honest, we only have one life to live. And who doesn't want to cut the crap that's holding you back so you can live the life you love? And that brings me right into serving with others. Serving with others to me means bringing kindness and compassion into your life. It's not about completing a task or fulfilling something you have to do. It's about your intention and what you're putting to others. Put the other person first. It's definitely not about recognition and praise. One thing I've learned for myself is I sometimes will do something for somebody else, take something off their plate, but I don't tell them. And they'll come in and they'll notice something's done for them. It could be at work and it could be at home, it could be anywhere. And I don't say a thing. I don't tell anybody, but I know I made their day. Serving with love isn't just about that, too. You have to think about our earth. So, my job, I believe, my inspiration is to plant 100,000 trees. And yes, that may sound absolutely absurd. I do recycle and I do pick up garbage, but I do feel at least to be inspired to plant these trees will beautiful lies our entire planet and our earth. Serving for love isn't just about serving others. One thing we often forget is how we serve ourselves. I know that for me, I was seeking validation for so many people. I would overwork, I would overplease, I would turn myself upside down for other people. And then I became resentful and I became angry and I became tired and I started breaking down. And other people started noticing. I had to find a way to break out of that cycle. And not only did I break out of that cycle and start healing, I ended up finding a way to get some self love. And only when I had self love is when I was able to serve. I like to just end with a little quote from my book. And it really kind of sums up, I think, a lot of what I said. You may think you're completely insignificant in this world, but someone drinks coffee from the favorite cup that you gave them. Someone heard a song on the radio that reminded them of you. Someone read the book you recommended and plunged headfirst into it. Someone smiled after a hard day's work because they remembered the joke that you told them about the day. Someone loves himself just a little bit more because you complimented them. Never think that you are insignificant in this world whatsoever. Your trace, which you leave behind with every good deed, cannot be erased.
Wow.
My golden nugget that I do have to share is for everybody to remember to have hope. And hope can mean different things. It can mean heck over pleasing everyone to hold on pain ends. Thank you.
Wow. Beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Thank you, my beautiful Christa. From my heart to yours, my beautiful one. From my heart to yours. Oh, you have given us so much in that. Wow, wow, wow. Look at all the ladies' glasses. Wow. Thank you, my beautiful Krista. My beautiful Dar, all over to you. Let me just see how, if I can unmute you. Just give me 1 second.
Oops. Oops. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Guess what? I've got a secret. Lots
what?
of people don't know. Lots of people don't know what laughter does for us. And I just got certified as a laughter coach. So I'm like giggling because, oh my goodness, we're bringing so much happiness and joy. Thank you,
Wow.
Lord. I just want to pray. I just want to say, God, bless us entirely. Expand Sanet and our territory to the world. Keep your hand in our lives and keep evil from us. Amen. I just
Amen.
felt led to start with a prayer over all of you beautiful women and over Sanet and the serving that she is doing, so much serving with love. But my name is Dar Geiger, and I am an author and a joyologist and now a certified laughing trainer, and I am the author of Reignite Your Joy. Let God lead your dance through life. Oh, yeah. So my book is based on my story is about what happened to me, what I became, what I am today. And it's all based on my experience from the loss of 2 soulmates. And I was blessed to have 2 wonderful men in my life. Recovery from addictions. And that's been a long road and a very, very rewarding one. And breast cancer. So today my passion is to serve with love. And this secret that I'm trying to keep to myself is that we need to let the world know that when we get out of ourselves, get over ourselves, and start serving and thinking about others more than ourselves, it is so life-giving. It is so amazing, so rewarding. And it is a secret because we're not learning about the value of, basically, I call it dying to myself, but the rewards are so amazing. It's so rewarding to see somebody else that I walk alongside to give them hope and joy while they're going through trials. That's part of my pitch, so to speak, that as a speaker and a joyologist, I help people who are going through trials through my own experiences and my wisdom of what I learned through walking through trials and still finding joy. So reigniting your joy is something many of us need, even one day at a time. Something can bring you down, like grief. When you talked about grief, I so relate to grief because I've been through a lot of grief, and we have to go through in order to come out at the end of the tunnel and find the light. So I have a passion to bring joy and hope to others who are going through trials, and we all have trials, many of us more than others at various times. And I got that assignment from God when I was on the radiation table, and I had to lay very still, and the radiation was going close to my heart, so I could not move. For breast cancer care, I had treatment and surgery and treatment. So I would turn my head off to the right and talk to the Lord. And one day he said, Dar, you're my joy giver, and I want you to share my love and my joy with as many people as possible. And that was in 2010. And so, boom, 10 years later, I became an author. Never had a plan to do that, but as God would have it, he orchestrated this privilege of sharing my story and my journey and my experience in the hopes of blessing other people and empowering them. So, excuse me, I'm so inspired and so honored to know Sanet and to be a part of her loving others, serving others with love. That's what she does. And I know that that's what we all are doing. So we have God's favor, and I'm just so grateful to be here. And I think that's probably my time is up. So I will make space for someone else. God bless you all. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Thank you, my beautiful Dor. And I'm sure we will be able to get in the golden nugget as well. Oh, you've got the sunflower, look there. And you've got some beautiful glasses. Oh, here we go. Lady. I forgot to take a photo the other time, but I will. Anda, please quickly put on your glasses. And then here we go. Let me see. Dana, yes. Thank you. I took the photograph. My beautiful daughter, thank you for being in my life and thank you for being my prayer warrior. Thank you. My beautiful Herma, if I can go over to you, thank you.
Yes, thank you. I can also just reiterate what the others have said, that you bless us so much being on your platform, and all the people that we can bless because of your blessing in our lives is just absolutely amazing. So I really trust the Lord that He will spread your wings over the whole world so that they all can experience the love that you bring, and through all the people in your groups that you have on the TV shows. It's just amazing. So
Oh,
compliments deep from my heart to you, Sanet.
thank you, my beautiful Herma. Thank you.
Yes. So I can just say that I've come from a 26-year marriage where it was a narcissistic relationship and that I could not stand it anymore, and how God actually helped me to rediscover myself in the process. And through that, I realized that in His Word, He says that our bodies are His temples where He lives. And in that process, I tried to heal myself from all the trauma. Basil van der Kolk wrote a book, The Body Remembers, and all the trauma that our body has gone through since being in our mother's wombs, our body remembers. So I can really be a testimony today to say that my body has taken a dive and exposed all the trauma that was in my life, and it's all healed now. So I really feel like a new person. And I'm sure that the more you get healed, the more of God's love can shine through you. And that's, as you say, that we just become living sources of love that just serve the world where we move. And in South Africa, where I live, in Pretoria, we have an election coming up at the end of May, and our country is going through a very terrible time with the previous government. Well, I'm putting it to words previous because they're not going to be in government again. Really pilfering this whole country's resources and putting us in a dire need of revival. Actually, it's just God that can actually save us at this point. But at this point, there's a movement that started from grassroots level called Time to Rise. And we are the change agents at this point that God uses in South Africa to educate people as far as we go, to give them hope, to show His love for them, that we are all equal. There's no distinction in heaven. We are all of the same blood, and that they must now change their whole thinking about where we live and who we are, so that we can bring God back into this country. Because since 94, He's been moved out step by step with each new law that they approved in Parliament, that God is officially out of South Africa, and the South African government is supporting Hamas, but the government is supposed to represent the people, and many of the people are not on the same page as the government at this point. So yes, I am a wellness advisor and advocate. So I help people to detoxify their lives. It is amazing to think that all the creams and all the shampoos and perfumes that we use are full of toxins. It is as if the industry has become the dumping ground for all the toxins that have to be worked away, and they put it in all our products that we use. And those toxins, our bodies can't digest them, so they just sit there. Alzheimer, for instance, Alzheimer's is a prime example of metal toxins that are lying on top of the brain cells. And many of the Alzheimer patients, if they have a good detoxifying program, the Alzheimer condition disappears. So it's just amazing to see that we really have to detox ourselves. Even the 5G network for our cell phones, the electricity is too much for our bodies to handle it. So it gives us autoimmune illnesses because of the strength of the network. And those are all things that we have to consider in our daily walk. And the food we eat is the biggest one that you need to consider, because what you put on your fork determines your health. Most of the illnesses that we experience, say from 50 onwards, are lifestyle illnesses. So you eat yourself sick, and sugar is the start of the infection cycle in your system. And if you can get rid of sugar and all the foods that turn into sugar, then you are fighting the start of that war that you have to. It's really a war that you have to fight to become healthy and to really make a difference in your life, so that you could be an instrument of love to the outside world. Because you can't do that if you feel miserable and you are sick and you've got pain. So that's very important, and that's my life's mission, to help people to just look with different glasses, ha ha ha, at what they eat and what they put on their skins. So yes, I think that's the end of my story, and it's just absolutely a blessing to be here. Thank you.
Wow. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you, my beautiful Herma. I really appreciate, and ha ha ha, we all have classes today. Oh, thank you. My beautiful Cindy. I just wanted to say beautiful Dar and beautiful Cindy is also part of my beauty, Diamond Beauty Expert. They are our Mrs. Spots, our tea party host. We've got 7 tea parties every day. No, we've got 1 tea party for 7 days a week. And Dory's son, our Sunday Mrs. Spots, and beautiful Cindy is our Friday Mrs. Spots. And beautiful Christa is also part of the Diamond Beauty Experts. She is going to help me with the Soul Diamond author's journey, and we are busy with that as well. So thank you, my beautiful one. So Cindy, if I can give it all over to you, please.
Wow. Can I just say wow? Oh my gosh. First of all, thank you, Sanet, for inviting me into this. You know how I feel about you. But I am so inspired just listening to all of these beautiful women tell more of their story and what serving with love means to them. I just, right now, I'm like, a little verklempt, I'll put it that way, a little taken in right now. It's just what a beautiful experience. All right, so with that, I'm Cindy Eddington. I come from Fairport, New York, in the USA. It's actually a very sunny day today, which is highly, highly unusual because usually mid February we're covered in snow. So I don't know what's happening here with this global warming, whatever you want to call it, but it's a warm, sunny day here. And I saw my first robin, which is the sign spring is coming. So all of these things, plus being with all of you women here today, very inspiring to me. So I'm a transformational life coach. I'm also a certified yoga therapist. I'm a Reiki master teacher and an EFT practitioner. And my specialty is helping women navigate the aftermath of divorce. And I've heard, thank you, Anda, for talking about grief, because it can bring to us grief, right? Going through that type of loss. And having been through a very heartbreaking divorce myself, I truly understand some of the struggles that come with that. For me, it was a lot of self blame. I'll go in, I can go into that story, but that's for another day. But a lot of self blame. I took a lot of that on myself. Financial worries was huge for me. I was a single mom. I know, Benata, you've also said that you're a single mom, so that's a struggle to like work through that as well, providing for your children. And then for me, I'm remarried at this point. Life is really great, but just getting back into that dating scene. And so all of these things were very much a journey to like work through. And I would have to say, for me personally, having gone through that divorce, that type of loss, I was trained, not to be vulnerable. So I built up a big, huge wall. Big, big wall. I had armor that was so thick that it was very hard, I think, to pierce through. And that was a journey. It took a long time for me to get to the point where I could really trust. And so a lot of that came with doing my own inner work. And I feel that's really important for the women that I work with to help them basically rise to the challenges in the aftermath of divorce so that they too can live the life that they want to live. There's nothing worse than not feeling good about yourself. And so I think self-love is so important. That's one of the other themes that's come up here today, is that really loving yourself is so vital. And I think that, to me, that's where it all starts, right? Is that we have to love ourselves first. Certainly we can serve with love to others, but deeply, deeply loving ourselves is so, so important. And for me, serving with love, I mean, I look at it this way. Love is actually, it's action, right? To me, love, the essence of love is really, the action is service. So that's really, really huge. And I think when you serve with love, it not only enriches the person that you're giving the love to, but I think it's mentioned just in a different way. But the person that's actually giving it. So the giver and the receiver both get enriched by this experience, because I know it does for me. I mean, when I give out to these women that I work with, they're so appreciative, but I'm just so inspired by all of them and to be able to give back to them. So that to me is just such a huge blessing. Um, I think that serving with love is all about creating connection. And so again, the women that I serve, I want to create that loving, safe space for them and create a space where they feel that loving connection. For me, it's a way to show kindness to them, compassion. And it's really a way to pay it forward. You know, that little seed that we might plant in somebody else creates, I think, a ripple effect that just spreads out to everybody around us. And that to me is like really what it's all about. And so, you know, the more that we can serve with love, I think we can create this compassionate, empathetic, loving world. And I think it was Mother Teresa that said this, that I believe she said this: small acts done with great love can change the world. And I truly do believe that, because with all the negativity, and I know, Harima, you had mentioned, you know, what's going on in your country. It can be a scary proposition in our country right now, too, with the way the political system is working, but not to be political right now. But there's just so much negativity. There seems to be so much negativity around us. And so, you know, I want to do my part, right? Not only serve these women that are like going through a hard time in the aftermath of divorce, but just to do my part to serve with love to whomever and wherever and whenever I can, so that we can make this overall world a better place. And I know that's Sanet's mission. And so I am just so happy to be a part of this community and to be able to share her vision, you know, through my voice as well, to other people that need to hear this, so that we all collectively can share ourselves in a very loving way to all of those who need it, you know, to give those glimmers, right? Give those glimmers to other people that really need that. And so with that, that's who I am. That's what I'm about. I want to serve wherever I can. In particular, those women who've gone through divorce, because again, I've had that experience. And so to me, I feel we're all saying similar things, but it's all those heartbreaking events that are heart-opening events. And so that's where I'm at. That's where I'm
Wow,
at.
I love it. Sandy?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You are amazing. You also said so many beautiful words. So thank you so much for that. May I then ask Donna if you can take it away, my beautiful one. Take it away.
Okay, I'm starting the timer because I can go on forever here.
I'm keeping time, so don't worry. I'm keeping
Oh,
time.
you're going to kick me off or take the cane. Okay, good. I don't have to worry about it. I don't know how to turn it off now. All right, ladies, what's really fascinating to me is all of our stories. The adversity is bringing us to where we are. If we did not go through the adversity, we wouldn't have chosen to do what we're doing now. We found our purpose through the adversity of it. I'm getting chill. I get my own chills right now. So hold on. Let me just put my glasses on.
Wait.
There we go. I am a retired divorcee, a recovering widow, and happily remarried. And look how many people have gone through grief on this show alone, not even the ones that are watching us. And now we're giving them hope to help them understand that I am more than a widow. There's so much more to me than that. And that catapulted my journey with losing my late husband back in 2016, brought forth this insatiable desire, obsession to help women understand their value and their self-worth when it comes to relationships. I was in my early 40s when I first met my late husband. I went out dating. I was being put on the back burner. I was like, what the heck? I've got to figure this out. And I wasn't having fun. Can anybody relate? I wasn't having fun dating. So I'm like, all right, something is wrong with this picture. So I set out to figure out why, ended up writing a book about it. Now this book is a love story because it's my journey of how I actually met my late husband. And when I was ready to go out dating again, I picked up my own book. And I read all the other books. I read them all. I mean, I did my homework. Ladies, I have my doctorate in dating. Okay? Today, I am known as the smart dating diva queen. I specialize in relationship alignment and am best known for helping women over 40 understand their value when it comes to dating and know before the fourth date whether to continue or call it quits. Oh, yeah. Well, I've got this down to a science. Okay, I'm going to do it. Here we go. So here we go. So this is super exciting for me. This year, right now, my now husband and I, because I have two husbands. I mean, I didn't really lose my late husband. I know exactly where he is. We live very nicely together, by the way. Nobody steps on anybody's toes. Nobody fights for the bathroom. It's all very beautiful. I know I make myself laugh. See, I'm a joy queen too. I'm a joyologist as well. So where was I going with that? Hold on. Stop it, everybody. This came from my now husband. I got a whole bouquet here. This year, we have solidified 13 episodes of a television show. We are waiting to launch that on a platform that is not launched just yet. We have designed our dating and relationship app because, my late husband was like Desi Arnaz and I was Lucille Ball. And my now husband and I both are like Lucille Ball. So you put us in a room together and we're just dancing around each other. We have a lot of high energy, a lot of fun, and we are the wind beneath each other's wings.
Oh.
I am stronger and more independent with my now husband by my side. And this is my message to women who are brilliant in their professional life, but don't know what the heck they're doing when they want to go out, when they're trying to go out to date. And why aren't they having a good time? Let's figure that out. So I am Donna Sparaco Metter. I am located in Gilbert, Arizona, US of A. I love it here. Sanet, I cannot believe what you have created. I'm so proud of you. And it's such an honor to be a part of your mission. And the ladies here, like you're talking and I'm like, we need to have coffee. Like, who lives in Arizona? Anybody? It's like, but look what we've done with the adversity, ladies. Don't underestimate what you have proceeded to create. So I think my time's up. I don't know.
Wow, amazing. So my beautiful ladies, Donna is extremely magnificent for me, and she is coming to the shows, to all my shows 4 times this month. She is the one that I have highlighted the most because she is, I love diva. She is helping so many ladies to relook at their self-worth and then go out and get the man that she wants.
It's all about us. It's all about us. We have the power. Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you, my beautiful Donna. Yes, your glasses for the hand clap for you. And then when you're ready, my beautiful Patricia, you are welcome to share.
Thank you so much, Sanet. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you, ladies, for such amazing stories. And you just said Donna is magnificent. And I was like, this is my bridge. Because I'm all about magnificence. I'm a global holistic magnificence mentor, which sounds maybe a bit weird. And if someone says that is weird, then I take it as a compliment, because I just wanted to extend or expand this conversation about love into love and freedom. Because I just, when listening to all of you, and that made my entire plan of what I wanted to say totally different, because you shared your individual stories. That is your amazing freedom. And I feel it's like connection through love and freedom through individuality. And that's what I'm all about. And I just saw that beautifully unfold in all the beautiful sharings right now. So when it comes to magnificence, I feel like everyone is magnificent. There is magnificence in everyone, in all of you, in everyone who's watching this show, and in me. And our sole purpose is to bring this magnificence forth, to serve others with love and let them grow into their own weirdness, like roots or branches of a tree, because we need this individuality. There is no comparison of who is better, who is right, who is wrong. I think it is like contributing with your individuality, with who you really are, loving yourself exactly the way you are, And this is my big mission. Why is this my mission? My background is being a teacher and then a teacher's trainer. And I think I chose this path. I stopped working as a teacher because I wanted to really be close to kids and help them not go through all this conditioning, this manipulation that many of us, and I myself, experienced a lot. And I wanted them to really grow into their weirdness. And I wanted to change the system from inside. I wanted to be this sacred rebel of love and of freedom. And it was quite a journey. So finally, my body showed me to leave this field and build my own thing and help people discover or rediscover their magnificence. Because what oftentimes happens is we are told stories, false narratives. We believe them. And then it turns out to be really stressful in our lives, in our partnerships. It is like we feel guilt. We feel sorry for who we are. We want to change. We have this fear of failure. We feel like we don't fit in and all of that stuff. And I feel it's time to change this. It's time to change this lineage of guilt, fear, shame, and all of that stuff. There is no need to prove that you are magnificent because there is only one person. You should really love who you are, and we should really accept and appreciate and love our individuality. And so when you know who you are, there is no comparison needed. There is no better than or less than. And finally, there was this thought that love is energy. And someone said it, and I was so touched by that. And I thought, hey, and I think that was Cindy. You talked about something that sounded like love is the new currency. And I felt like love is the new win-win currency. Because
Wow.
when we serve with love, yes, we do need the money in the 3D reality. But when you serve with love, then you get back so much. And that is serving with love for me. Thank you so much.
Wow. Thank you, my beautiful Patricia. I am now in tears because I have told so many people, even my family, serving with love. I get 100 miracles every month. Wow. Thank you. Oh, here's my hand clap. Here's my hand clap. Thank you, my beautiful Patricia. We've got Canada in the house. We've got Germany in the house. We've got USA in the house. And we've got South Africa in the house. Patricia is from Germany. So, my beautiful Sunay, all over to you.
After all the gremlins, I'm here. Thank you so much for your patience. Apologies to the viewers, but I'm here. I'm Sanet Wonderful. I'm from Cape Town. I'm a self-awareness and personal growth coach, an author and a wellness advocate for the Terra CPTG essential oils, and of course the editor-in-chief of Diamond Moments magazine. If you don't know what it is, go to Sanet's website, go click on Diamond Moments, and you can see all 6 issues that we've created so far. So I'm passionate about empowering women to realize their self-worth and find their voice. I want, and I've heard this from one of you ladies from Cynthia, to create a safe space for women where they can take time to get to know themselves. You know, growing up, there are many generations of women that have been taught to take care of everyone else. But no one said, listen, you also need to take care of yourself. And that's a journey I had to go through as a reformed people pleaser. I took care of everyone else, needed the validation, needed the love, but I didn't realize I was enough. It wasn't my deeds. And that's what I want to give to the viewers tonight. If you're in that point where you are serving and giving and you feel so depleted, it's time to go inward. It's time to close the door, put the boundaries up, not the walls, just the boundaries, and to go find yourself. To start loving yourself unconditionally for who and what you are, and appreciate every version of yourself, even the ones that you don't like, because it made you who you are today. For those who read scripture, it says you must love your neighbor as yourself, and then everyone rush out and they go love their neighbor. forget a very important part. I must first love myself. It starts with me. When I can love Sonai or myself unconditionally, I can look in that mirror and say, I love you. Even the parts that not so nice, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything. Then I've reached a point of power. Then I'm not going to serve anymore to get anything in return. Then I can really love and really serve because it's unconditional. I'm not expecting anything back. And that is what service with love is for me. And my prayer is that we can teach our children that when they serve and when they love, they first start with themselves. I cannot outsource my happiness. I cannot outsource my acceptance. It starts with me. I must first love myself. I must first accept myself. And then I will see my life change.
Wow, Sanet, I love it. I cannot outsource my love. Wow. Wow. Amazing. My beautiful viewers, my beautiful diamond beauties, and the Tanzanite heroes. I hope you loved it. I have goosebumps. I have goosebumps. Beautiful Sunay and myself are busy with issue 7 of our Diamond Moment magazine, and we're working very hard. We're working very hard to make sure that this is a magnificent, Patricia, magnificent issue. Last month, we have almost 4,000 people that have watched our magazine. I was blown away by the amount of people that went. I don't know if people went in twice, but that doesn't matter. Like if you click on it, then the system counts it. So we're too happy. So my beautiful ladies, we actually are running out of time. I just want to say thank you for being here. Your golden nuggets, it's still very important. And a lot of ladies ask, what is everybody's forever song? So on the YouTube channel, I will send a link into our messenger group, but not today, tomorrow morning, please, because I will only go to bed 1 a.m. this morning because of we are going further. But please, can you then go and give us your golden nuggets and also your forever song on the comments, and then like the video as well. So, my beautiful ladies, may I ask you this amazing question? Are you ready? Do you love me? Yes, you do. Do you love me? Oh, wow. I know this was not a question you were waiting for me to ask you. Will you have a dance with me? Isn't that right? I like to do surprises, and I normally sing to my grandchildren, do you love me? And then before they could answer, I will say, yes, you do. Then, oh, me, we want to say yes. So I just want to say, my beautiful ladies, thank you for your hearts. Thank you for your beautifulness. Thank you for your magnificence. I love you with all my heart. Will you have a dance with me? Ah, here we go.
Singing, dancing, soaring high above. Sprinkle me with fairy dust and cover me with love. Give yourself a boost, dear one. Give yourself a hug. Dance a little, laugh a little, give yourself some love. Let that love ignite your smile, child, you are on fire.
Well, oh, look at us now. I don't know what I have done, my beautiful ladies. Now, okay, now we're here. I see this coming up. The room is full. The room is full. So there's ladies coming in, and you didn't tell them to come in. So just want to let you know, my beautiful ladies, thank you. We will have a post meeting next week. Thank you for all your beautifulness. You can say goodbye, and then Cindy, you can stay. Bye, ladies. Ah, Look at the bubbles. I don't know what I did, but the bubbles came in. So I see Addy is here, Dr. Alexander is here, Giovanna's here. But before we bring them all in studio, my beautiful Cindy, you are also one of my sponsors. So I wanted to ask you why you wanted to sponsor the show. And then secondly, what are you gifting? What are you gifting us? I don't know why I cannot hear you, but give me 1 second. Okay, now I don't know what's cooking on now. There you are, there you are, there you are.
Okay, so I can't see anything anymore. It all went blank. So I don't know exactly what's going on. I don't know if you need me to leave and come back in.
Okay, now you are still in studio.
Okay, because I can't
Can
see.
you-
It's all blank.
Okay.
Like
So I don't know.
see the muting and unmuting or video or anything anymore.
Perfect. Do you think you can just please let us know what is your program that you have posted in the video?
Oh, so the program, it's a 12-week program specifically designed for women that are in the aftermath of divorce. So that's really what it is. It's all about, again, we're going to rebuild some strength. We're going to reignite passion for life. We're going to work on re-engaging our personal power and renewing the heart.
Wow. Thank you.
Am I live?
Yes, you are live. You are then welcome
I'm sorry,
to
because I
leave.
can't see. Yeah.
It's okay. I don't know why.
It's okay. Yeah, no. So it's basically, my program is called Breakthrough to a New You. I have a new class starting on March 26th. It's small, intimate groups, so it's live virtual, but it's only 5 women can sign up at a time. So the next class is starting on March 26th. So if somebody's interested in that, it is all about doing some inner work to really, again, rebuild strength, reignite your passion, re-engage your personal power and renew the heart, because most women that have gone through in the aftermath of divorce, those are the 4 areas of empowerment. And I like to work, I'll pull it this way, empowerment energy. So we work on those energy centers, if you will, to really get you into a place where you can really start living your best life now. And the best part is, again, coming into self-love, but we build on that. It's like the chakra system. We get grounded. Second chakra, we're like working on confidence. The third would be, courage, taking action. And then the fourth is all about the heart center. So I warmly welcome anybody who wants to sign up to please sign up. There'll be a link, I think, posted, Sanet, as
Yes,
part of
everything will be here. Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So if anybody's interested in that, like I said, spots are limited because I do very small groups so that it really makes it a safe community. But not only that, when it gets too large, not everybody can share. So this is a great way where you can actually do a lot of sharing as well. And so that's what I'm offering up for those who want to join into that.
Thank you. So thank you, my beautiful Cindy, and thank you for being my sponsor. I am going to play the 4 videos now, and I do see Nicole is trying to get in, but because we are already full, that's the reason why you hear all the clocks on my side. So you are welcome to leave the studio. Thank you, my beautiful Cindy.
My name is Dar Geiger, and I am the author of my biography, Reignite Your Joy, Let God Lead You Dance Through Life. And I have been called by God to be his messenger to help you work through trials and still experience joy. And this is based on my story of recovery from addictions, the loss of 2 soulmates, and breast cancer, and how I came about being God's messenger of joy for you.
Oh, wow. Amazing. There is Dar's video. I just wanted to write quickly to the ladies at the back and say, ladies, come to the screen. Make sure you've got a little space on top. Don't stay there because it feels like you are away from us. But come nearer. Come on closer. Come on closer, ladies. I'm going to bring you in a few seconds. I just need to play 3 more videos. Our beautiful Doors video I'm playing now, and now I am going to Cindy's video. Then I am going to do Giovanna's video, and then beautiful Dr. Alexander's video. Here I go. Where is... I don't see Cindy's one, but let me play Giovanna's one. Where is Adriana's one? Okay, here is Cindy's one.
Hi friends, my name is Giovanna Trotteron and I'm the founder of Sparking Change Now, the author of The Power of the Rainbow, 7 Steps to Sparking Change in You, and a life transformational coach. I'm also certified with the Napoleon Hill Institute, and I help people find their inner spark. I love what I do because someone helped me to find my inner spark, and my life truly transformed, where now I live on purpose. I live with a passion, and I'm here to do the same for others. So if you're ready for change and you're ready to find your inner spark, well, look no further. Go to sparkingchangenow.com, go to the contact page, fill out the information, and I will be in touch with you. Thank you, and I look forward to working with you. Bye-bye.
Wow. I don't see Cindy's video, and I do believe maybe it's because there's no space, and I didn't know this is going to happen. But not to fear. I'm going to bring the ladies in, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and fetch and paste the videos in, and then I will play it in just a few seconds later. In between, I will play it in between. So let me bring in the ladies. Let me just go back to there, and then give us 1 second, and then all the ladies will be here. Here you are, my beautiful ladies. Just wanted to let you know my network is unstable. We actually are an hour into our load shedding. So please, if I do go away, please don't worry. I will come back. Just continue where you are. So here are my beautiful ladies. I am truly excited to have all of you here. If I maybe just can ask Jennifer and Jennifer, can you make sure to bring your camera a little bit nearer to you? And then Addy, you are very dark. I'm going to take you out and just get your things ready, and then I will bring you back in. But ladies, the rest of you look beautiful, and you will hear now if your sound is amazing. So first of all, my beautiful Giovanna, thank you for being our sponsor for the show. Can you please just tell us, give you 1 minute to tell us about your video of your call to action, if I can call that?
Of course. So my video is about really helping people to find their passion, their inner spark, right? We all have it. And sometimes we can't see it. So I love to work with women, men, to also find their inner spark. And they can, the call to action is go to my website. There is a contact page. Let's connect and see how I can really help you to live life to the fullest. Because when you do find that inner spark, nothing's going to stop you from being the best version of you.
Wow. Thank you, my beautiful one. And then Ali or Dr. Alexander, I will then also ask you as soon as I can bring in your video. I'm so sorry. So, my beautiful ladies, I all gave you 7 minutes, but there's going to be now a little bit of a less time, 5 minutes. So, I'm truly sorry for this. Addy is ready. I am going to bring her in. And I know that there's a lot of power problems as well with where you are, my beautiful Addy. So thank you for quickly changing, and it looks much better. So my beautiful Giovanna, I'm going to start with Giovanna, then Deidre, and then Natalie, Linda, Nicole, Dr. Alexander, Adelaide, Jennifer, and Robin. If you can please all introduce yourself, tell us where you're from, and tell us what service with love means for you. And ladies, if you do love somebody's comment, or like me, if I get goosebumps, I put my glasses on. But when Giovanna is finished, you can all put glasses or hats on to give her a hand clap. Is that all okay with you? Thanks. My beautiful Giovanna. And ladies, you can mute yourself, my beautiful Giovanna. You can take it. You can tell us, please. Let me go and see where the videos is.
Sure. So my name is Giovanna Tartarone. I am from New York, and I'm a life transformational coach, a certified coach with the Napoleon Institute. And what I do is really help people to, we all have storms in our life, right? No one's going to leave this earth without having some storms, going through some storms. But after every storm, there is a rainbow. And through my own transformational journey, I discovered that when you do tap into your inner self, your higher self, your soul, you're taken on a journey that will open up to your gifts. We all come here with gifts and we don't see our gifts. So when we are talking about what does service with love mean to me, it means helping others be empowered. Be empowered by helping them discover because they came here to discover their gifts. Help them discover their gifts, live on purpose, with the passion, love their life. And, it's very hard to see that when there's a lot of noise going around. So my rainbow program, which is 7 steps, we go into really reconnecting to who you are. Every letter of the rainbow is a process that I take my clients through. And R is to reconnect to your authentic self. A is for raising your awareness of what you can do. I is using your imagination, because everything starts in the imagination and then we create it in reality, right? N is for nurturing yourself, giving yourself unconditional love. B is for changing your beliefs. What beliefs are holding you back? Because we don't know that they're there, but we do need to start believing in ourselves that we can do a lot more. And O is for optimistic, having an attitude of gratitude. And W is for wins. This is when you take those 7 steps and at the end, you do win at the game of life, because that is what it's all about. We're here to discover your purpose, your passion, and to win. And someone showed it to me. It's a formula that works. And I'm here to serve others, and serving to help them connect with their soul and empower them is the biggest service of love that you can give someone, right? And that's, I hope that's 5 minutes. I didn't go overboard, but that's what I'm here to really help serve with love.
Oh, wow. Thank you. So here is my glasses. So ladies, put your glasses on. I want to take a photograph.
Oh, I need to get mine.
Okay, we will do that in there. Oh my goodness, Deidre, what? I love your big glasses. Wow. Okay, so let us take a picture now, and then Giovanna, we will definitely have another picture. Natalie, and you have got so many. Oh, you don't have your glasses here. Okay. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. So, ladies, I will share the photos and our messenger group. So, my beautiful Giovanna, thank you so much for being a sponsor today. Just wanted to let all of you know, thank you for sponsoring. I had 4 sponsors this time, and then all the ladies that have contributed. I could give a big smile when I will be doing the payment the end of the month to the network, because I don't have to have a worry. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. My beautiful Deidre, can you take it all over? Thank you so much.
I can. And Sanetti, thank you for inviting me. The first round of guests were phenomenal, so I got to watch that. And so, like many of your previous guests, I too am in the education field. Well, I'm still in there. Some of them have decided to move on and do their own work. And when I think about, serving from love, I actually think about going in and pouring into educators. And so, through no surprise, many of us know that, many educators are really feeling disempowered right now. They're feeling attacked from to the children that they actually work with, some from families, from administrators. And so they're feeling disconnected. And so when I go in and I help them to really look at their leadership. And when I say leadership, it has nothing to do with their title or their responsibilities, but actually their personal leadership. How do they want to show up in the world? Who are they? What are their values and their beliefs? What are their dreams? And how can they use that to connect and reignite their passion and their love for being in the education field? And so, as a certified life coach, among lots of other things, I really go in and I just pour into them so that they can go back and pour into their students and their families, and most importantly, themselves. And gosh, I don't know what else to say other than they need it, right? Um, And I just want to stop for a minute and really and ask everyone here that's with us today and who's watching or who will watch is to just stop for a minute and move into gratitude for these people in our life, right? These are what we call our invisible heroes, our educators. They're the ones that are going out there and not working with their children and students, but the group that I work with those who work with infants and toddlers and 3, 4, and 5-year olds. So they're actually going in and really laying the foundation for those children who are going to one day come back and rule the world.
Wow.
So as we pour our love, and again, I'm going to ask for your collective love for any educator that you know and just can think about whether they've been in your life. And that includes us as coaches, because we educate. It's a big part of what we do as part of empowering everyone around us to move into their higher self. So again, I thank you for this opportunity to just come and share my love with everybody here and with those that I work with. So thank you, Sine, again for the opportunity.
Thank you. And I think if I could remember correctly, you are 37 years in education.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, pretty close. Yes, like I said, it's a passion of mine, and I don't see leaving it anytime too soon. And yet, what I've done is I've stepped out of the classroom. I've stepped away from, being a director in a preschool so that I can give more love and expand those ripples out. So that's what I'm doing
Amazing.
right now.
So I just
Thank
want to say
you.
thank you for your service, because through your service, you are helping the teachers to help our beautiful children. Thank you, my beautiful one.
Well, you're welcome.
Natalie, thank you. Natalie, it's your turn, my beautiful one.
All right. Thank you so much. So I see, I love legacy, and I see that taking the time to leave your legacy for future generations is a service of love. If you think about how you can share just what she was talking about, your wisdom and your life experiences, you're empowering that next generation and you're giving them paths to maybe not make the mistakes that you may have made, or giving them the courage to do things, because if you've done it, they know it can be done, and you're giving them that guidance. And then the other thing is talking about, within your legacy, how do certain aspects of what you do in your home, say, traditions or different things that you celebrations, finding out the reasons you do those things is really important, and giving that to the next generation so they can choose to carry that on if it makes sense for them, or to make a new tradition that they can carry down in their family. And that's really leading by example. Our stories, if you look at our ancestors, how they gave their service and shared their wisdom with the generations, was through storytelling. So I really share with people, get on a Zoom just like this, press record, and start talking about, my grandmother did this, and then she passed it down to me, and I want to pass it down to you, because there's such power, and it makes you feel that it's something beyond just you. You're a part of something bigger than you, and it's very meaningful when you understand the reasons behind some of those traditions and storytelling. So take time and think about, what did you learn as maybe a teenager or a young adult that maybe you made completely bad decisions, and you would like to, use that wisdom or the learning experiences that you had and share in what you do, or what you chose to do back then. And did it turn out good? Not so good. Our life lessons really make it so important to do again, not do again. I mean, if it wasn't for mistakes, we wouldn't do better and better and better. I look at when I'm working with an author for publishing, having a guideline, having them go through all the steps in the correct order is going to make a book that they can be very proud of. Many authors have come to me and, tried to do it on their own. So us leaving our wisdom, our traditions, our life experiences, and what we've learned will really help future generations move forward in such a positive way. And then something else that is just, when we think about our legacy and we want to share in the community, in the service we do, there's many. I'm going to give you an example. There was a young girl that my daughters had known, and she didn't have the family life that my daughters were blessed to have. And so when she would come over, she didn't understand or didn't have that example of those good traditions, of that family time, of the, important little rules that we would have, such as no phones at the dinner table, and we have dinner together. This is our conversation time to open up. And she didn't have that. So when we're out in the community, a gift, a service of love could be, look out for those people that maybe haven't been as blessed as we are, and reach out and give them a smile, give them some kind words, or give them an ear to talk, and just to listen to, it might be what they need at that time. So it may not sound like a big thing, but it could literally save someone's life. You just never know when we could be that service or that mentor for someone. So I really think looking at where we are in our life and what have we learned from here, what are the experiences that you can record and put into a way of sharing so your future generations or the people in your community can benefit. That's the true act of love and service of love.
I love it. And you know, when we talked about it the other day, you even said like you can leave recipes. I
Oh,
would have loved
absolutely.
to have my grandmother's recipes. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, because think about that. Once those people are gone, those recipes are gone. Those, you know, the family things that maybe your grandma did as far as a special tradition or something at Christmas, you know, if you don't learn how to do that, then they're gone. And we don't want that. We want to celebrate and continue and share with other people. I love hearing other people talk about how they celebrate their holidays.
I love it. Thank you, my beautiful Natalie. Here's my hand clap to
I
you.
got my glasses.
Ladies, raise your glasses, raise your glasses,
I got
raise
my
your
daughter to sneak them
glasses.
in.
Oh, wow. I think I did now take a photo. Yes, there you are. So beautiful. Thank you, my beautiful Natalie, my beautiful Linda. Your turn, my beautiful one. Okay, Linda, just give me 1 second. You are muted. There you are. There you are.
Okay, I thought it was unmuted. So thank you so much. Just have been so filled with love and gratitude listening to the first group of women and then just being here with everyone. Just really fills my cup. And thinking about what service of love is, there's a lot that came through for me. But so I'm Linda Barris. I I specialize in mentoring highly sensitive, neurodiverse, empathic, intuitive humans that are maneuvering through their emotions and physical worries to find their inner magic. I've done this through teaching, so an educator as well. I've taught for 33 years, and I've been in this spiritual, holistic world about that same amount of time. And over the last 5 years, I've merged that together. So I use mindfulness practices and what I've learned from special education, using those holistic approaches, working with families, with teens that feel that they don't have that spark within, that their magic is what I call it, that magic that we all have, that we all came with, that gets to just to come to light, the things that our kids and teens have been told that that's the wrong way to do it, that they're not doing it correct or being shoved down because they're different. Those are their superpowers. That's their magic that is within them. And that is where I love working with those families, not just the children or the teens, but the parents and the teachers, and anywhere that I can come and talk to anyone. It is about sharing stories and experiences. And that's what fills my cup. That's where service of love comes in for me. It's that empowerment that was spoken about earlier. It's what am I going to do within myself to build. I'm just going to use, like, I love the legacy. I had to make some notes about that because I just sparked a whole bunch within myself as, you know, as I think about my mission and how it goes beyond guidance in teaching in the classroom or outside of the classroom. It's so much about inspiring that positive transformation in every life that we meet, that we come across, and seeing all those ripples that are going out to the collective, and just finding that space to be able to shine lights within everybody. So I was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2008, and I had that epiphany at that time that I needed to make a change, and that was for my kids. So thinking about that legacy part, I knew that this is what I needed to do and be a support with the emotional and the physical, filling my cup and being able to see that transformation and empowerment through serving the life with others. It's bringing, sorry, I'm losing my breath because I've been ill, but living the life that you love and being able to serve the life with others. So that's my little nugget that I like to share, is to let your love light shine, because you are magical.
Wow, I love it.
Thank you so much for letting me share and being here today.
Wow, thank you. It's an honor for me to see you, my beautiful Linda, and my praise go out to you, especially to you. So here is to you, glasses, raise our glasses for beautiful Linda. Thank you so much for sharing, my beautiful Linda. I love you. Then I'm gonna go over to Nicole. She is one of our Mrs. Spots. She's our Mrs. Spots for Monday. So thank you so much for being an amazing host, my beautiful Nicole. All over to you. Let me just make sure you are muted. Yes, you are. You can go ahead.
Thank you so much for having me here. It's always a pleasure to meet everyone in this group and listen to stories, because everyone has a story, and it's so important. We never know who might learn from our story, and that's why I started speaking out. And I'm known as the forgiveness expert and quantum energy healer. But today I really want to focus on the power of forgiveness. And this story, my catalyst for having to find forgiveness was a really ugly divorce where I was getting sick, I was losing my hair, I was scratching my skin till I bled, and I really didn't know what I was missing, and I didn't know what to do. And during this time, my mother got sick, and we found out she had stage 4 breast cancer. So we knew that she wasn't going to make it. It was just a matter of time. And so I took over the care, and we had a lot of long talks. And, you know, as hard as that is, I wanted to spend as much time as I could with her. Now, one of the things, my dad and my mom had gotten divorced about 25 years prior to that. And she always said, I have forgiven your father. I have let it go. I don't hold anything in. Everything's released. And so what the story I go back to is that she died on January 3rd of 2015. And so she was with me during the Christmas time. And we were sitting there talking one day, and there were two things she said to me that really made me stop and almost take a step back. But she said, you know, they threw rocks at me. I said, Mom, you know, I was thinking, what is she talking? I said, who are you talking about? She says, the kids on the way to school, they threw rocks at me. I said, well, how old were you? About 3rd grade. So she had carried that humiliation, that anger, that grief, everything with her to the point of where she was at 75 years old. So 3rd grade to 75. The next thing she said to me is she says, you know, he slept with all my friends. I said, what are you talking about? And she says, your father, he slept with all my friends. You know, and I wanted to say if that's true, those weren't your friends. But my point is, my mother carried that with her up until literally days before she passed away. And I knew at that point that I had to get help also. And what is so interesting to me about this story is my deepest hurt and pain with my mother passing away was also my catalyst to understand that I couldn't let my ex-husband do that to me. I was not going to let that man take my life. And that's when I started going on this search for forgiveness. And I realized I wish I would have known at the time about forgiveness, but I didn't. And so I really was of no help to my mom. But I knew my mom was going to be of help to me. And so I went on that search for forgiveness, and I found it. I utilized it. I learned to love myself. And I really think the act of selfless love was given to me by my mother. And I think that when we come into this world, I think we write our script before we ever come. And I truly believe my mother wrote the script that she was going to save her daughter's life, which she did. And so to me, it's just such a powerful, I would do it for my kids. So I know she chose that. I'm so grateful. And I want to leave you with one nugget, and it's this. It's forgiveness is not for the weak. Forgiveness is an attribute of the strong, and it's by Mahatma Gandhi. And truly, I am so grateful to be able to tell a story like this so everyone knows how important forgiveness is. We can't carry around that darkness. We must release it. We must let it go. We must utilize forgiveness, and we must learn to love ourselves. So, Sanet, thank you for letting me tell my story today.
Oh, incredible. Here is my hand clap for you. Amazing. I have goosebumps. Ladies, you are giving me goosebumps. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I had to sit down for a little while because I was standing for almost 3 hours and I felt, woo, if I don't sit down, you will see me disappear. Maybe I will not be coming back. You will just see the flowers. So it's quite strange for me to sit down and having a show, but everything is going well. Thank you, my beautiful Nicole.
You're
My
so welcome.
beautiful, thank you. My beautiful Ali or Dr. Alexander, all over to you. Okay, just let me. There you are muted. I'm muted. There you are.
Thank you so much, Nicole, for sharing that with all of us. It's so hard to follow that, right? I'm still processing so much. Sanet, I had sent you that link to the video. I don't know if we have time to play that or if you'd rather just me speak, and I can do either one.
So
Would you
if
rather
it's
me just
okay with
speak? Of course. Yes.
yes, please,
Yes.
because it
Yes.
doesn't want to come in. Thank you.
Understood, understood. So I'm Allie McDermott, and I frame pretty much last year, like many of you, as being the most transformative year of my life. I kind of talk about despair. I published my story, but I really sort of hit, I would say, kind of a rock bottom emotionally, spiritually, physically, mentally. I've spoken before about that. I published again, spoke about the story, but I suffered from an undiagnosed chronic medical condition. In fact, I just had a surgery 5 days ago, maybe, and that's why I actually prepared a PowerPoint because I was so concerned. I'm like, this is such a topic I feel so incredibly passionate about. There's no way I'm not showing up. So I had that prepared sort of as a backup, right? I also uncoupled from a very toxic relationship of 25 years, and so, there was a lot more to it than that. So in thinking about this topic, I firmly believe that each of us can lead with love, but it requires us to do things in our life, right? And I also harbor a belief that love is really the only thing that can change the world, right? So,
Yes.
being sort of the researcher that I am and things like that, I developed a framework, right? I kind of always do. And it's called PEN, and it stands for positive mindset, energy, and never giving up hope. And so, positive mindset, first and foremost, what I like to tell people is that's really hard to achieve because we are bombarded with negative stimuli every single day. And what people don't understand about kind of mindset generally is we actually come from a negative frame. It's evolutionary, right? It's our fight or flight. And it really helped us way, way, way back then, right? And it got passed down through our genes. And so if we encounter anything negative in our lives at any point, we tend to take the negative frame, right? But if we're empowered and understand that, we can totally change it. right? So, if you encounter a negative situation, you can reframe it, right? You can change your scenery. You can go outside, you can pet a dog. I kind of like doing things like that, right? But it really matters how you wake up in the morning, right? Who are you choosing to be in the morning, right? Count your blessings. Gratitude is huge. And so many people have talked about gratitude. I can't speak, I can speak for days about that. So, positive mindset, you have to do your best to start with a positive mindset. The second sort of point I want to make is energy. Energy is critical. You have boundless energy, it's yours to keep or to give away. And so I sort of in this PowerPoint, and I hope Sanet can sort of share that in the link, is, if you take the 5 people in your life that you've surrounded yourself, you're the 6th. Make sure they're high energy people who support you unconditionally and, have your dream for your beautiful life in mind so that, they take you as you are. Right. And so there's a couple of other things that I talk about with that, but it is your energy to keep or to give away. And then the end part is never giving up hope, right? That is huge. You are what you believe. The only behavior you can control is your own, right? So with that knowledge, you are empowered. So my belief again is love will serve as both your North Star and your anchor, right? And so, again, love for me is the only thing that can change the world. It transcends boundaries. And we're not just talking about romantic love, love at the gas pump, love with your neighbor, love at teacher conferences, right? Takes one act to change a person's sphere of influence, a smile, a hug, right? And if we do that for each other, right, it changes their sphere of influence, their day changes, and it's a complete butterfly effect. So thank you, Sanet. I'm so very honored to be here with all of you. Incredible stories. So really, I feel so blessed. Thank you so much.
Wow. Thank you, my beautiful Ali. And also thank you for being my sponsor. I will sure to send out everywhere the video that you have sent to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Addy, are you ready to go? Okay. So all over to you, Adelaide.
Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. How are you? I am Adelaide Nunez Vasquez. I am living currently in Puerto Rico, where I was born here but raised in the United States. I retired at my daughter's 30th birthday and moved to Puerto Rico 2 years ago on a quest. My topic today is very different from everybody else's, but it does affect everyone that's here and then some. And what I'm talking about today is the sustainability processes that we could take ourselves a step closer to sustainability living in our current times. I am in an industry that is currently coming up right now called hemp. Everybody familiar with hemp? So hemp is the plant that looks like marijuana, but it doesn't have the THC or the psycho effects. Hemp is industrial, and it could be anything you want. It has about 25,000 uses. And I came across this a couple of years ago in 2019, going a little back, 2017, I was a child that was taken from my birth mother in Puerto Rico. And I was raised by my grandmother, my father's mother. And so in my family, I didn't have a dynamic of leadership, business people telling me what to do. I was very traumatic. It was a lot of things. I'm currently writing a book while I'm here. And I'm a co-author on another book called Behind Closed Doors, which is domestic violence. I was married to a narcissistic person. So the divorce, someone here is like a specialist in divorce women. And I wish I had one when I was getting a divorce. But deep down inside, when all of that happened, 2017, my grandmother passed away, and I was still young and not old enough to be in a place where I could live for elderly people. I'm 55 years old, by the way. And so I had to find a place to move. It was not easy. I didn't have a lot of money, but I moved into an apartment with my children. Long story shorter, I was looking for a purpose in my life. I wanted to give something back that meant something. I don't know if you find it funny, but when I was a child, I used to look at trash that was thrown in the street, and I always wondered the origin of that trash. Where did it come from? Where did it start? How did it get there? Who put it there? And so I used to imagine in my head as a kid that can of soda came from a hand, and they went to the store, and I kind of went backwards to where it originated from. And so I always had sustainability and cleanliness for the world and the planet in the back of my head. But I did other things. I did coaching. I am a R&R coach, reasoning and rehabilitation. I've done a whole bunch of domestic violence and dual diagnosis with drugs and alcohol, and coming out of recidivism rates and coming out of prison. So I've done all that stuff. But I put that in the back burner because I wanted to do more for people. I knew that there was a need for people, but I wanted to give something where we're both benefiting, where we are both, all of us are having a plus in all of this, with all the negativity that I've had to live personally and professionally as a counselor. Hemp came into my life 2019. New Haven, Connecticut, if anybody's familiar with New Haven, Connecticut, Yale University is there, and we also have Yale University Business Office. They had an event, and I never understood what it meant to invest in yourself until that day. I took my last $60 that I could afford to buy a ticket to a place where I had no business being. But my heart was telling me go. My mind was telling me go. My intuition was telling me, don't worry about it. Just walk as if it's yours and own it, right? And so I was among financiers, scientists, beta A people working on the cannabis industry. And I just stood there going, what can I do to make a difference? What can I do? What can I put into this? Coming from a broke-minded mindset, right? And long story here at 2024, throughout 2019 and 2024, I've been able to work with the United States Hemp Builders Association. I've been with them for 4 years. I'm a spokesperson for the industry of hemp right now, for the communities of color and the indigenous people. And what the industry of hemp does is there is material to create houses that are energy efficient. Now listen to this. These homes originated long time ago in Europe, but because of the laws, we couldn't do anything. So 2017, 2019, here comes the Farm Act, where hemp is now released to the public on a federal level, and it's open, even though they were doing studies and other growth behind the fact that it wasn't federally available. Today it is. And so there are houses being made all over the United States. There are seeds, from seeds to farmers, to growers, to processors, to actual beautiful homes that currently anybody near Massachusetts at this point, you could go into a beautiful row house community made of these hemp paneled walls. Now, these walls are carbon sequestering. They are fireproof. They are mold proof. They are soundproof. They are heat proof. They are cold proof. Like if you live in New York, I know what the winters are like. I don't want to go back to live in the north anymore. I'm in Puerto Rico. I love my 365 days sun and Caribbean. But what I'm telling you is you could small steps of kindness. I'm bringing this to my whole island of Puerto Rico. I am bringing the housing to all the municipalities, building schools. I want to build churches. I want to build places where it's like a resort or like a small B&B. But yes, I hear Sanet. My hand is up. That's where I'm at.
We've got 2 ladies to go and our time is running out. So thank you so much for that. We can see that you are passionate. And if people want to find out more, everywhere I have posted your and the show notes. I've posted all your detail. So yes to you, my beautiful Addy. Thank you. Mwah. All over to you, my beautiful Jennifer.
Thank you for allowing me to be here today. And it seems like Giovanna and Dr. Ali, we all had the same idea coming up with little acronyms today, but I went with love. And so, and I'm focusing, like many of you said, on self-love. And that's important. Before I can give to someone else, I have to give to myself. If I'm not pouring into me, I surely can't pour into you, or what I am giving you is not going to be very valuable. So I'll take just a few minutes to share these with you, and starting with the letter L. Listen. I'm listening to myself. I'm listening to my emotional and mental needs, my physical needs, paying attention to my body and what it needs. But in others, I'm listening to them, and I'm listening to their story without filling in the gaps. I'm present and I'm listening. I'm not just hearing to fill in the space and guess what's saying next. I'm really here for them. Oh, I'm observing. I'm observing myself of what I'm feeding. We heard Herma on the first hour, food is on that fork, medicine is on that fork. So what am I putting in my body? What am I putting in my mind? What am I putting in my surroundings? Is that valuable to what I'm doing and what I'm cultivating of who I'm trying to be? Am I observing that in others? If I was listening to them and I'm observing them, is their body language matching what I just heard them say? And if it's not, I have to have the courage enough to say, wait a minute, I'm listening and I'm getting a feeling that's not really what you're saying. Is there something more you want to share? Or is there somewhere else maybe we need to talk privately about this? And giving them a safe space to come forward with us. Moving on to V, value. I value myself and I value the woman I am today. We all have a difficult story. We've all come through something. I promise you, not one of us has had a beautiful life from birth to today. And we have something of value that we can share with one another. And that story is part of my goals and my growth, and I'm going to keep pushing forward. I'm going to value others and their goals and their growth and their journeys. But I'm also going to value their boundaries and my boundaries, because it'll allow you to disrespect me and where I'm going in my path. If it's not good, we need to make an arrangement, right? E, encourage. I'm encouraging myself every day. What music am I listening to? What podcast am I listening to? What groups and platforms am I a part of? Is that building in again to who I'm trying to be? Others. If I know something about someone, am I taking that opportunity to make them shine in front of others? Because it's not always all about me, is it? If I have an opportunity to lift my sister up, that's what I want to do. I have a group, and in that group, I love encouraging women. I'm a coach like many of you, and I love to coach women to find their voice, find their confidence, step in, raise those shoulders, and appreciate who you are. And one thing that I love to do is to write affirmations. And so I wrote some for today's service. And I would be honored if you would say these with me. Typically, we say them 3 times, but for the sake of time and to give Robin her space, we're going to say them 3, but 1 time each. The first one, I am loved.
I am loved.
I serve with a giving and gracious heart. And the last one. I love you.
I love you. Wow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And ladies, on the Diamond Beauties, beautiful Jennifer is posting her affirmations. Her voice, her affirmations she's writing is beautiful. Thank you, my beautiful Jennifer. Robin, I have unmuted you. All over to you, my beautiful one.
Hello, everyone. And Sanet, thank you so much for this opportunity to be here with you and these beautiful ladies today. I'm Robin Ayerlong. I'm coming to you from between two beautiful mountain ranges in Utah. I'm a single mom of two amazing humans and a new found 110-pound puppy that we just got a couple weeks ago. So it's been fun. I am a transformation and empowerment mentor, a master hypnotherapist, and a Reiki master. And this past year, serving myself, I really stepped out of my own comfort zone and was the host of an international virtual summit, empowering women to cultivate meaningful and intimate relationships with themselves through connection, care, and commitment to self. I've also additionally co-authored an international best-selling book just a couple months ago, in fact, with Linda as well, and Sanet, My Mess is My Message, sharing my journey of empowerment through forgiveness, self-love, and newfound perspectives. So I'm really in appreciation of the topic that Sanet gave us today. And as I was sitting with it, what came to me is when one radiates the power of love in service, it creates a ripple effect, inspiring others to contribute through love and compassion as well. And we become a beacon that draws people together, fostering a sense of unity, kindness, and shared purpose. Ultimately, that radiance of love is service, illuminating the path towards more compassion and a harmonious world. And so as I've sat and listened to everyone today and the stories, I literally could go, Nicole, that's me. And, just pick through and what y'all shared, everything I had written today. And we've all created those ripples, but where does that service come first? It comes from us. It starts with us, and it starts with loving ourselves so much that what is happening in our lives, whether it's the narcissistic relationship or growing up in the box of religion or codependency, whatever that looks like, it's something that happens in our lives that goes, I need to love myself. And because I did that, I loved myself enough to heal and do my work, do my shadow work, do my inner healing, do my contract space. I have watched those ripples go out both directions. My mother has found her voice. She's been able to speak her truth. My children are so much stronger because of the work I've done and the work that gets rippled out. And that work that I've done and shared with others, I'm co-creating with Linda right now on a few things. I was blessed enough to open a healing studio here in Utah, where right now I think we have 9 or 10 practitioners working out of it, creating more ripples, sending those ripples out to not just themselves, but to family and friends and clients. And so I know we're right here at the mark. And so what I'm going to ask each of us to do is put on our glasses and celebrate the ripples that we have created just by being here today, celebrating the ripples that we've done within ourselves, with our family, and challenge those that are with us to continue those ripples of self-love, energating out to our family, our friends, people we might just meet on the street, share those smiles, share those laughters. And my one nugget of wisdom that I actually had engraved on something for my son when he graduated high school is, good or bad, everything is wisdom. We get to learn from it. Either we take it into our lives or we leave it as a lesson. So blessings to you all. Create those ripples. Keep going. Be strong. Love and bliss to everyone.
Wow, amazing, ladies. I've got goosebumps. Please, ladies, stay all in the online. I'm going to play Cindy's song, and then we have to dance a quick dance. So here is Cindy's video. Here we go.
Hello, my name is Cindy Eddington, and I am the owner of Tranquil Heart Wellness.
As a certified transformational life coach and holistic healer, I specialize in helping women navigate the aftermath of divorce. I am delighted to be one of the sponsors of today's show, and I'm also super excited to let you know that the next class for women who are looking to rebuild strength, reignite their passion for life, re-engage their personal power, and renew their hearts starts March 26th. This is a transformative journey post-divorce. Spots are limited, so if you're interested, you can sign up at the link or check out all my other offerings at www.tranquilheartwellness.com. And now, enjoy the show.
Ali, I could not load it keeps on giving me an error here, technical issue, but I quickly went and fetched your other video. I hope you will forgive me. Here we go.
Actually go by Allie. So right now I just recently relocated from Texas to California, and I love to tell people I'm now living my dream life. So I've transitioned now to having my own coaching business, and in about a week I'm actually launching a publishing company. So I sort of like to tell people I kind of am now going with the flow, right? Whatever comes my way and seems exciting, I'm doing, but I'm very, very excited about that, and really, really, really very happy.
So, Ali, you have done that video quite a while ago last year. So thank you so much. So thank you so much, my beautiful sponsor, Cindy, Dor, Giovanna, and Ali, Dr. Alexander. Thank you, ladies, for all being here. On the link, I will send the link into Messenger group. Please go and include your golden nugget and your forever song on the YouTube channel. And my beautiful ladies, may I have asked you to have a dance with me? You said yes. My beautiful diamond beauties and Tanzanite heroes, will you have a dance with me? And then the viewers, I didn't forget about all the E360 platform viewers. I will never forget you. You are too important for me. So, will you have a dance with us? Here we go.
Smiling at a moonbeam or squinting in the sun, sprinkle me with fairy dust and cover me with love. From butterflies to eagles.
Bye bye, everyone.
Oh, there's magic